Welcome again, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 2 of The Friendly Insider. Today's guest, the woman that got me into voice acting initially, Mrs. Kylie Ann of Color Studios.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming on the show. How's things recently?
Oh, things have been crazy, then again, when isn't life crazy? Hey, but yeah, things have been pretty good, been busy. Haven't done a lot of voice acting work, but heyo, life. What can you do?
I guess that's the question we all ask.
Exactly.
So, I'm more familiar with Pashatic Productions because that's what I'm doing with your Time's Blessing. What exactly goes on over at Color Studios?
Right now, Kolor Studios is really just a one-woman thing. It's a one-woman team for the moment. I'm hoping to eventually grab more people. It's just been... I want to try to bring up finances a bit before I start hiring people. I do have a couple helpers once in a while, but other than streams, it's basically all just me.
Right.
So, Kolor Studios is another entertainment channel focusing on mostly original stuff with mostly a lot of animation stuff, which I provide. Very time-consuming thing, but yeah, especially it's kind of been something that's sort of been. It was really a channel that had no specific identity for the longest time. But within the past year or so, it has slowly morphed into what it is today, and there's still a lot to go, but hey, baby steps.
I know the feeling. So, what is some of the original content that you want to do for Color Studios?
Right now, I am working on a major animation project that goes by the name of Catcher, which I could get into detail, but I'm pretty sure it'd be here all day. But it's a fun, dark fantasy, it's a dark fantasy, story that has to do with angels and demons, because I find that a lot of fun, but it's basically a passion project that I've had for quite literally years, and only recently is starting to take the form that people know about now. Currently, I already have 3 voice actors down, and I will eventually start casting more people as time will go on. But I do have side projects to kind of, I guess, introduce people to this world and to these characters and all that while I'm working on the main thing behind the scenes.
Okay.
But other than Catcher, I also have a couple smaller things in the works. I do have probably little animated shorts considering my persona and my mascot, which are basically a mother-daughter duo sort of thing. Cute little slice of life sort of thing, just to, again, help try to give my channel life, I guess.
I see what you're saying.
At the moment, that's all I have. I might have more things down the line, but at least in terms of what I have planned now, that's all that there is.
Gotcha. So, you're a voice actor yourself, correct?
Yes, I am.
When did you start out? Where did you originally get the inspiration?
Ever since I was a child, I was kind of a theater kid, as it were. I would always, try to be in stage productions, do things at school and all that. But I kind of hit a bit of a rough spot in high school where I could never get into anything. After my sophomore year of high school, back when I used DeviantArt, it's kind of dead now, but back when I used DeviantArt, I remember looking through random groups, and I saw a little casting call for voice actors for a creepypasta comic. I don't know if you heard about it, I don't know if anybody's heard about it. It's a little thing called Creepypasta Chronicles. But I decided to audition, and I got a part. That's kind of how I got introduced into, P-Shot Act and all that sort of thing. I was kind of like a minor voice actor for a good few months. And then Paula messaged me. It was like that fall, saying, "Hey, one of my major voice actors no longer is no longer in contact with me. Can you? I don't know what happened to her, but can you please pick up this role, which was for Sen?" I obliged, and that's kind of how I got closer with Pollock and started becoming much more prominent.
I see.
For a good couple years, I was kind of on and off with voice acting because I had other things going on and I didn't have much to really do, I should say. It wasn't until Undertale came into the fray that I actually started getting more work. And yeah, it kind of became a major part of my life. Even now, even if I don't do it as much now, I still try to pursue some sort of career with voice acting.
Do you ever plan to take it any further in the future?
I do plan to take it farther, but my biggest thing is really just I'm currently right now I'm not exactly in the right place or the right in the right place or right time sort of thing. I have a lot of things that kind of slow me down.
Uh-huh.
And eventually gonna try and find ways to fix that so I can do it more often, but again, it's very much a baby step sort of thing.
Right. So you mentioned Catcher earlier.
Yeah.
I know you mentioned the basic, humans and demons kind of thing, but would you like to go into more depth about that?
Basically, Catcher follows the story of one demon that's based off of fear, the fear of isolation, known as Bruider Catcher. Snarky, pun-making, wisecrack sort of character who runs into a few demon hunters and unintentionally joins them. Hijinks ensue, as well as a lot of, I guess, tension rising between with the demons that kind of causes him to sort of revalue and rethink everything that he knew. It's very much a redemption story, as I would like to think it's very much a redemption story about doesn't matter who you were, who you are, there's always a way to find forgiveness and to start anew. Second chances.
I see. Do you ever plan on doing any more original work, or do you just want to focus mostly on this for now?
I have been trying to do like a smaller original project at the moment, not to mention, D&D takes a lot of creative liberties, but those are also, a lot of them are also very much in development. Out of all the projects, Catcher is the one that's the most I guess developed is the right word. But I will definitely give out more details of other things when they finally have more to show.
Gotcha. So what's the idea behind your persona? What's her name? Kolor, right?
There's my persona and my mascot. You have my mascot Anne not my mascot, my persona Anne and my mascot Kolor.
Yeah, I guess I'm asking about Anne.
Really, it's just Anne is just the me that I like, the me that I want to be sort of thing.
In
the words of in the creative communities, something that's kind of plagued, basically a self-insert or just kind of like a just an internet version of me, if that makes any sense.
Oh, it does. And your mascot Kolor, where did the idea for that come from?
Originally, it was just the fact that I wanted really it was just the fact that when I first was coming up with my channel, I wasn't sure what the heck to name it for the longest time. And since my real name, starts with a K, and that I kind of decided, okay, let me do something that I would like to be known for. Okay, I do art. What could be good? Hey, the word color is pretty good. Hey, wait a second. And it honestly took a couple years to kind of grow it and kind of make it into, again, kind of give it the identity that people have. But in terms of a mascot, I didn't originally have a mascot. I did have a logo, but I didn't really want to do anything else with it. It actually wasn't until Paula came up with her mascot, Jackie, that I decided, hey, I can make my little logo into a little mascot, a little character. And thus the idea of Kolor came to be. And it's kind of why she is seen as the daughter of Anne's, because, well, creation. It makes sense. But yeah, that's how the little being known as Kolor kind of came to be. It was just a logo for a developing brand, inspired by a friend with her amazing stuff, and just kind of took it from there.
So, other than the comics, what else do you plan to do with the channel?
Really, it's just like a lot of animation related stuff. Original animations. I'll probably do like animatics of songs I like, usually with musicals, just as like little side projects. I would do a bit of sort of like meme stuff, like, characters as vines, and even might do like some other voice acting centered projects.
Any advice for aspiring creators like myself?
Any advice? I have three things that I can say. First of all, try to do your research. Research everything that you want to do. Is there a project that you want to audition for? Do a bit of research on the one who's behind it. Trust me, it helps. You want to try and start your own, projects or productions? Do your research. Try to see if this is something you want to do financially. See what you'll need. See how many people it's going to take. Research. It helps. I can't tell you how many bookmark pages I have to help me research everything that I need to do. Second of all, be social and actually network with people. You can't really get too far without trying to get to know people. Trying to get to know, like, I wouldn't say befriend, but make allies, make acquaintances, make people that you can come to and hire if needed. And kind of a side tip. Communication is key. Communication. I will drill that into people's head. Communication is key. Something I'm trying to teach myself. It will save you plenty of headaches if you have good communication. And third of all, be patient. These projects usually take a long time. You're not going to find everything immediately. You're going to have issues along the way. Just be patient, persevere, and have fun doing it. That's really all that matters. And even if your project, doesn't get 1 million subs in a month, or 1 million views in 1 month, don't worry about it. The finished project, as long as you're happy with it, and as long as everyone involved had fun with it, then it's good.
Any parting words before the episode is over?
Thank you so much for having me on this. Honestly, I wasn't expecting for you to interview me, actually. So this was a pleasure.
Well, thank you.
And to everyone watching, I hope you guys keep on creating, be good, and enjoy your days.
All right, well, thank you very much, Callie.
You're very welcome, baby.